Okay, welcome to AIM Nation Team Call. This is the first one in a while. I'm so excited to have so many new faces and some old faces that I always enjoy seeing. Tonight, I'm excited because, one, we haven't had a team call in a little while, and things are getting back to normal in my land, and I think this is a cool thing for us to do. I do feel like once a week is a little overkill sometimes with all our busy schedules. So I'm looking at potentially every other week team call at this point. I know that I'll also be holding leader calls. So those that are a part of that group on our team and building teams, you'll also, have that additional resource there for trainings and motivations and things like that. So I know several people are up and coming leaders, and it's just so awesome to watch y'all because I am super excited for you. So tonight we are going to first, I'm going to share my screen with you. If you're on an iPhone or if you're on calling in, you may not be able to see, but you can listen. But if you're on a computer or a device where you actually can see the screen, you should be able to see my PowerPoint that I put together. Thumbs up if you can see that. Everybody? Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm going to start this show. Okay, so I have been doing a lot of development in the leadership group on vision. And so I really wanted to take this opportunity to share some of it with you because I feel like it's really important. It's super great to have goals and to be, whatever type of coach you want to be in this. But I feel like if you want to make it happen, if you want to revamp yourself as a coach, if you're just starting out as a new coach, you really need to focus on this. So I'm excited to talk to you about it tonight. But first, we're going to do a little recognition across our team because we have some rock star coaches on this team that I'm super excited about. First thing, Success Club, which we call it Lives Change Club because the points of Success Club resembles lives that you've actually introduced to this opportunity and to changing their life and health. So congratulations, Jenna with 18 points. Now she actually had 14 in her business center and then she signed 4 in her husband's business center. So I'm collectively giving her 18 points because that was all her hard work. Courtney at 17. This girl, both of these girls, y'all, I'm just telling you, rock stars. I'm like, every day I'm like, what? What is she doing? Awesome job. I know Courtney is 3 months strong, has earned her ticket for Summit next year, which is an amazing event that I'm going to talk about here shortly. Congratulations for that. And Jenna has become a diamond coach in 3 months of her business, which is hands clapping for you, girl. That is awesome. And then myself and then Lisa Schumacher, who couldn't be on the call tonight. She has some family in town she hasn't seen in a couple of years. But congratulations to her. Getting 5+ lives is awesome, y'all. That's a huge achievement in a month. And then, but what you really want to shoot for is hitting Success Club, which is at least 3 lives each month that you help change. Success Club, for those of you who are new or just kind of learning and jump-starting your business, is going to be the driver in your business. So 3 Lives Club, Jessica Cole with 8 points, and then Jillian Brunswick with 7. Congratulations. That is so awesome. Helping people is, it's what we do. It's what we do as coaches, and it's the reward. It's the thing that's going to really help you to grow your business if you can hit Success Club every month. One, because that's, proof that you're bringing in people to help, which is in turn going to reward you in that way as a coach. It's going to help you to stay accountable in your own goals as you run challenge groups with these people and helping them to achieve their goals. And then also it's going to really help you to build your business, because if you can bring in at least 3 people into a challenge group each month, obviously you're going to help them change their life, and then hopefully they will be inspired and join your team. Also, you get really cool prizes for hitting Success Club each month, and you get to have opportunities to go on Success Club trips. And hitting Success Club is going to be the main driver and the main goal in your business that you want to achieve. So congratulations to all these people for June. Volume rock stars, Courtney, what? 2650, girl, is killing it. The volume is how much volume you're producing in your particular personally sponsored coaches or customers. So this is pretty awesome for Courtney. Lisa right there at 1300. Candace, what? Girl, you always killing it with volume. She is a volume queen. Love it, love it, love it. She is rocking it too. Jessica and Jenna on the board. You want to shoot for at least 500 volume. That's a great space to be in building your business, because that means that you're creating that team cycle bonus, that income that you want to see. So woo-hoo to all the volume rock stars on our team for June. I'm excited to see some new names on these boards in the upcoming month, because I know we have several coaches that are just on the brink of learning this stuff and starting to work their business. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so Summit. Just a quick thing. I know we, as people who are going to Summit, is in 2 weeks, which I can't even believe. I'm like, oh my God, it's here. I'm so excited. Summit is beyond amazing experience. If you have not, well, I know no one on this team has had a chance to go. I had 2 coaches go with me last year. Unfortunately, they are no longer a part of this team, but that's okay. I'm super excited for those of you who are going with me this year. If you're going, quick tip, I know we have a boxer group going to kind of start preparing for this event, but we are going to have a little AIM Nation small event. We'll also be a part of the SimFit, which is my upline coaches, our 15-star diamond upline, David Ingram and Kate Ingram. They will be hosting a SimFit dinner and event that we'll be in attendance of, so that's super exciting. Summit, you get to like literally just be in this huge pool of amazing people, inspiring people. You get to go hear from all the top coaches in the network, give you pointers and trainings on how to be a better coach. Truly life-changing event. You get to work out with the personal trainers live, which is like super cool. We're going to take over Broadway in downtown Nashville and work out in downtown Nashville on Friday morning. That's always fun. So my suggestion for those that are going to Summit and for those who are not, you want to use this event as a way to kind of highlight the coaching experience. So even if you're not going, there's a large opportunity here to post about it and to be involved in the atmosphere, even if you're not directly there. And I can give you some pointers and tips on how to do that, but you want to interact with as many people as you can on social media from now until that event. Whether it be liking statuses, commenting, starting conversations, being a part of helping people, sharing the coaching opportunity, so that when you start posting about this amazing event, more people are seeing you in their newsfeed because you've interacted with them recently. Posts like I can't wait type posts. Lots more info coming about the events I'll share with you later on. Check your email for different invites for things for Summit. I know I just got an email this past week for the VIP pre-party of Billy Idol backstage pass. So I'm excited. I'm like, I don't really care necessarily about Billy Idol, but it's cool. And be ready to experience an event of a lifetime if you're going. If you're not, be ready to hear about the experience from coaches that have never been before. I highly suggest you use the opportunity to post about it, steal our post, steal little things and kind of twist it and make it your own. Talk about how you earned the opportunity to go to the event. Talk about how, you wish you were there, but this is a circumstance and you're going to be there next year. I mean, use this to not be silent about it, but to still publicize it in a way that is going to help you in growing your business. Whether it be stealing our pics of working out downtown and saying like, oh my God, my great friends on my team are downtown Nashville right now working out. I'm in my living room, but I'm going to be there next year. I mean, just use that opportunity to share how amazing this opportunity is. If you haven't had a chance to go, I know that, what I'm saying is just kind of like, oh, I don't really know what she's talking about, but I'm telling you, you have to go to these events. There is also a Super Saturday, which I didn't post here, that's coming up in a couple of weeks. I think it's the weekend after Summit. Go ahead and research where your Super Saturday is near you. Get to that event. Like, don't miss it. If anything possible you can do not miss live events. They are really what's going to be the fuel and the source for you to thrive in this business. This week's National Wake Up Call. You do not want to miss this week's National Wake Up Call. It literally, Barbie Kalev is actually Body Beast, the Body Beast dude. I can't even think of his name right now. Sagi, holy crap, brain fart. Sagi, this is his wife, but she is like a rock star coach. I mean, she is a 7-time elite coach, which is 7 years that she's hit elite, has amazing advice. She talks about how to adapt to change and grow your business, which is a little bit what we're going to talk about tonight, but don't miss that call. If you missed it, the number's right here. And you'll have to get through some of the recognitions at first, but then she'll be introduced and the information she gives is great. Okay. Jimmy says hi. He's on kid duty tonight, so he can't really participate in this call because we have all 3 kiddos, so it's always fun. Okay, so what I want to focus on tonight is really thinking about and nailing down a vision for yourself and as a coach. So we all have goals. We all joined as a coach for a reason. You may have a why that makes you cry when you start talking about, why you decided to do this or what it's done for your life. Or you have a why that really, really, really pisses you off and gets you so mad that that's what drives you and that's why you're here doing this, because you're tired of being overweight, you're tired of being tired, you're tired of working your job that you can't stand. I mean, whatever your why is that drives you, that fuels you, that puts you to do this every day and continue on, that's important. It's important to have that why, and it's important to know what that is, and it's important to connect to that when things seem like they're hard, or like this business isn't working for you, or everybody's telling you no, or you don't feel like you're building a team of people that want to do this with you. All those things, that why is really what's going to help you to keep going. But even more than that, you got to have a vision. So a lot of times people say, you got to have a why, and you'll hear that all across the board. But for me, and what I'm kind of learning is you've got to have a vision. You've got to have a vision that's way farther in advance of where you are right now. You got to have a vision of what you want for your life. What do you want it to look like? If you had the dream life that literally like set your soul on fire every single day, and you felt on purpose every day, and you felt happy and you felt inspired, what would that look like? What would it consist of? And you have to have that vision to be able to get you through the valleys of this business, to get you through times where you feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't working. Everybody's telling me no. What's the vision? Because I can tell you, I have been through so much in the past 2 years. And it's like, okay, it's been 2 years, but I think about everything that I've gone through in this business, and it's like, holy crap, I can't believe it's only been, it's been 2 years. But I really like this quote by Nelson Mandela: action without vision is only passing time. So if you're doing things to work your business, but you don't have a vision, you're just passing time, and you're just, going about your business, doing your thing. But you're not going to really get to achieve a bigger purpose if you're just, having a little action here and there, but you don't have a vision that goes with it. If you have a vision without action, you're merely daydreaming. So if you have this vision of what you want to do with this business or what you want to happen in your life, but you don't have action steps to get there, and you don't put action behind working your ass off, then it's just a dream, and it's never, you're never going to achieve it because there's no action to get there. And then a vision with action. So if you have a vision and action, that can change the world. It can change your world. It can change many people's world around you. And I really, really like that, because I feel like so many times we talk about things we want, or we talk about how we want to work the business, or we talk about how we want to help people, or we talk about how we want to pay off debt, or we talk about how we want to lose 30 pounds. But there's no action behind it. There's no like doing the steps you got to do to make that happen. So it's important to have a vision with action. So that being said, your business is limited by the vision you create for it. If you tell yourself it's not going to work, this isn't for me, I can't do this, then that's what you're going to attract yourself. That's what you're going to create. If you create a vision of, this is what I'm going to obtain, this is what I'm going to do no matter what it takes, this is what I'm going to do to make sure I get to the next step, to get to the next step, or this is what I want to achieve, and I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to visualize that, and I'm going to attract that back to myself. Create a vision of who you want to become. So for example, when you're thinking about your why and why you're doing this, think about who you want to be, who you see yourself as. What type of business leader do you want to be? What type of weight loss do you want to have for yourself, for your family, to inspire other people? Think about a vision of who you want to become personally. Maybe you have somebody that you can't forgive, and you really, that's weighing you down, and you really want to be a person that is a forgiving person. What type of personal development are you doing to try and get to that space of forgiving that person? So who do you want to become? It is what you do when you don't know what to do that determines how strong your vision is. So if you're sitting there and you're like, man, I really want to build this business, I really want this to happen, but I don't really know what to do or how to do it. What do you do in those moments is going to determine how big your vision is. Do you quit? Do you say, I don't know what to do, so I'm walking away? Do you say, I can't make this happen? I'm sitting here staring at my computer, scrolling through Facebook, just trying to create something to happen. What do you do in those moments? If you aren't putting action in those moments to make yourself a better coach, to make yourself have a better physical transformation, to grow personally, if you're not doing those things, then you don't have a big enough vision for yourself. The vision is not strong enough. The vision is not broad enough. The vision doesn't like in your soul get you fired up. If you don't have something like that, and while you're doing this, the likelihood of you lasting long time, the likelihood of you building a business that is going to be sustainable and get you to your goals is not really high. So what do you do when you don't know what to do? Do you get on YouTube and find something? Do you pick up a personal development book? Do you go into our coach training and start learning? Or do you just scroll Facebook in hopes that someone's going to message you about what you're doing? If you don't have a strong vision, then you could have a perfect daily schedule. I could hand you exactly what to do. I could give you a to-do list and say, okay, this is the perfect schedule for you to do to grow your business and to make six-figure income this year. And if you do this and you do this list, then there's no way you're not going to be successful. If you don't have a vision, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be consistent with it. You won't do it. You won't get that list and take it and make something with it and stick to it, because you're just doing it because there's a list there. So you're like, okay, well, I'm a Beachbody coach and I'm going to take this list and I'm going to mark this off and mark this off. What is your vision for yourself that's going to fire you up? Like what? Yeah, we love helping people. That's what we do. We love for someone to message us and say, you saved my life. Or thanks to you, I'm down 40 pounds. Thanks to you, I'm able to get in a size so-and-so. I mean, those things are awesome. So awesome. And they feel great. But that's still not going to get you to stick with it when you're not getting that affirmation, when you're not getting that validation from people. What are you going to do? Or what do you feel, what vision do you have when you're not getting that validation as a coach? Even if you have some goals, so let's say your goal is to get to diamond rank, or your goal is to make $200 a week, or your goal is to help 10 people this month. Okay, you can have goals and you can achieve goals. But it's going to be really hard to stick to those long term if you don't have a vision. If you don't have something that you want to achieve, if you don't want to have some sort of emotional attachment to why you're a coach and what you're doing for yourself. Because we can want to help people all day, and we can want that validation that we're helping people, and we can want, to feel like, oh my God, I just helped somebody change their life. But at the end of the day, we're human beings, and essentially we do things for self-preservation. And if you don't have something that this opportunity is driving you from the inside, you won't make it through the hard times. You won't get to where the sole goal that you have for this. So when the going gets tough, you're more likely to crumble than overcome. And you're more likely to quit before you even get started. You're more likely to make excuses before you attack your reasons. And so vision is everything. And if you're going through this business right now and you don't have a vision of what this opportunity can bring to you personally, you're on a wrong path, because it's going to eventually fizzle out. So it's very important to create this now, no matter where you are in your business. 3 ways to achieve your vision. Okay, so I have 3 things I'm going to go over with you. 1, change your language and what you tell yourself every single day. I can't tell you the amount of times that I have conversations with either coaches, challengers, or just random people on the street, and their language is not one of self-preservation. It's one of putting yourself down. I can't do this. It's not easy. I don't have time. I don't have money. It's not working for me. No one wants to join me. I feel like I'm just like every other network marketer. I can't get, people to do this. What you tell yourself every single day when you get up Your brain controls everything around you. It controls your vision. It controls what you attract back to yourself. It controls your energy. It controls what you accomplish and what you don't accomplish. If you cannot stop non-serving statements or things that are holding you back, all because of your mindset, then you're not going to achieve your goals. Be able to see yourself in a better situation than you're at right this second. What vision lights you on fire? Like when I started coaching, I was recently a single mom. I went through a divorce, got left with $30,000 in debt that was not mine in a divorce. And the lawyer's sitting here telling me, Jocelyn, it's in your name. You got to pay half of it back. And I'm like, what the hell? I didn't even know about it. Okay, life happens. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, shit, I'm like way overweight. I'm stressed. I'm anxious. I'm on 5 medications. I'm drowning in debt. I'm a single mom. I don't know what the hell to do. And I became a coach. And from that point on, yes, I had all these things to tell myself about how it's not working. I can't do this. Oh my God, I'm going to drown. Oh my God, I can't, I'm way overweight. How am I going to coach somebody else? Or I'm this, I'm that. But at the end of the day, until I started like changing those thoughts about myself or thoughts about my situation or what I could or couldn't do, once I did that, my whole entire life changed. Whole entire life. I can't tell you the switch that happened, but it was personal development I dove into. And I read a book called Steering by Starlight. And I said, you know what? I'm done with that. This is not going to be my life. This is not going to be what I'm stuck with. This isn't going to be what I provide for my daughter. And at that moment, I changed how I talked to myself. I changed the way I thought. I changed the way that I looked at things. And things it's amazing what the universe, call it God, call it spirit, whatever it is that you do, religion-wise, spiritual-wise, it started coming back. It started coming back. And so if you have a vision and you change the way you talk to yourself and you change the negative thought processes, things in your life start to change. If you have been where you are for an extended period of time, there's something you're holding on to. So let's say you're stuck in a career you don't like. You're stuck at a weight you don't like. You're stuck in a depression that you can't get out of. You're stuck in feeling like crap all the time. If you've been there for a long period of time, now we have valleys, we have ups, we have downs, but if you've been in this negative space or this space that you're not happy with for an extended period of time, there's something you're holding on to. And it's important to figure that out. So what are you holding on to? Are you holding on to where you grew up? A medical condition? Like for me, I have thyroid issues. So for so long, I told myself, I can't lose weight. I have a thyroid problem. I can't lose weight. I'm on thyroid medication. I told myself that every day. And guess what? I didn't lose weight because that was the vision I had for myself. Once I realized, like, your thyroid isn't going to prevent you from doing what you want to do. Your thyroid isn't going to prevent you from getting up and busting your ass in a workout. Your thyroid isn't going to prevent you from getting up and meal prepping. And guess what? I started to lose weight. Do you have a bad childhood? Lack of education, lack of knowledge about a particular topic or something of that nature. If someone close to you asks you why you haven't had success, whether it be Beachbody, losing weight, a job, being a mom, whatever your situation is, if someone close to you asked you why, what would you confide in them? What would be your excuse? For me, it was, well, I'm not losing weight because of my genetics and my thyroid. And, my metabolism is a lot slower than other people. Well, yeah, it is. But if I stopped telling myself that every day, maybe something would change. Or maybe it's, I'm not a good coach. No one wants to join me. Everybody says it's too expensive. 5 people told me no today. I guess I suck at this. Okay, well, guess what? You suck at this because you're telling yourself that. So what are you holding on to? What can you let go of that you're holding on to that's holding you back from being the absolute best version of yourself as a coach, as a person in general? What are you holding on to that you need to let go of? My suggestion, whatever you feel like those things are, find personal development that's going to help you in that area and read about it. Start researching how you can get past the things that are holding you back, because really, if you're not achieving anything in your life, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're not achieving anything, it's because of yourself and what you're doing to hold yourself back. So what do you want? What do you want for your life? What fuels your inside? What sparks you? What gets you going? What makes you feel on purpose? What makes you happy? What dream do you envision for your life? Do you think you're worthy of that life? For me, for so long, I had this dream of things I wanted to do, and I wanted to quit teaching, and I wanted to start my own business, and I wanted to do this, that, and the other, but I didn't feel worthy of that. I didn't feel worthy of that because I was like, oh, I'll be a teacher the rest of my life. I can't quit my job. I mean, I can't do that. I even said and put off coaching for 3 years. 3 years my coach asked me to be a coach. For 3 years I told her no, because guess what I told myself? I'm not a coach. I can't coach other people. I'm 50 pounds overweight. I'm not going to coach other people. Wrong. When I became a coach, I was even more than that overweight. So you have to change the way that you feel your worthiness is of the life that you want to achieve. Are you willing to be consistent enough to achieve it? If I give you that to-do list, are you willing to take that to-do list and rock the shit out of it? Or are you just going to look at it and kind of check it off and say, okay, well, I did half of it. I'm good. It has to be more than just the pageant why of I want to help people. We all want to do that. You wouldn't be here if you don't want to help somebody. I don't foresee you being even halfway successful in this business if you don't have some sort of want to help people. If your sole purpose here is that you want income only and you don't give a shit about other people, well, guess what? You're probably not going to make it. So what outside of that is going to drive you? What outside of that do you want for you personally in your life and the vision you have for yourself? It has to be your vision for your life. It can't be a vision for, you cannot want something so much for somebody else and it drive you every single day. You'll get burnt out. I can see their potential, and I can see them like just bursting in the inside of wanting to lose weight and wanting to be a good coach. And I know they can do it. Like, I know with all conviction that they could rock the hell out of this business. They could lose the weight they wanted to lose. But if I can't make them do that, I can only help them do that. And if I'm basing my whole why on this business into that person, I don't have a vision for myself at all. You can help people, but you can't make people do it. So if your whole vested interest in this business is solely dependent on the validation from other people, you're going to be screwed and you're not going to make it, because you can only do so much for other people. So what is it that you envision for you personally that you want for your life to consist of? It has to be deeper than helping other people. It can be something that makes you like cry your eyes out. It can be something that fuels you and you get so mad that you're just like, ugh. Like I was with my $30,000 of debt and not being able to forgive my ex-husband for a long time. At the point when I decided that I wasn't going to allow that to have control over me anymore is the moment that my life changed. And when I had a vision for myself outside of being a broke-ass single mom who was overweight and depressed and stressed out, then things changed. You have to want it for yourself. So what do you want? Do you want a transformation? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to feel great? Is that what's driving you every day? Do you want more quality time with your family? Do you want to be able to have quality time with the people you love and care about without feeling stressed out or in a bad mood or not confident? I hate to say it, but like not confident in the bedroom. I mean, do you want to feel something different with your family? Stronger relationship with your significant other. If you don't have a significant other, maybe it's you want one and you want to have a relationship that you've been dreaming of, but you're not going to attract that person into your life until you get this vision and you get it strong and steady fast. For so long, I was in a relationship that was extremely unhealthy, and I got divorced, and then I went into the dating world, and that was even more unhealthy. But I was attracting that stuff to myself because I didn't have a vision of what I wanted. I'll tell you, I sat down and I wrote out my perfect man, and I sat there and I wrote out everything that I wanted after I read a personal development book on attracting the perfect mate for yourself. And so I did this, and then I met this man. And it's the craziest crap. It's like I don't know, crazy spiritual experience, but you sit there and you visualize what you want, and you visualize what you want, and you visualize what you think you deserve, and you visualize, you attract that back to you. It's the craziest thing. It's proven to me time and time again, especially over the past 2 years when I finally decided that I was going to visualize my life rather than keep talking to myself about what I didn't have and what I didn't want and what I couldn't be. Now I have an awesome relationship. Do you want to make an impact and live with passion and purpose every single day? Do you want to wake up and feel like you're living out God's given purpose to you? Do you want to feel like you're making a difference in the world? Or do you want to feel like you have these strong relationships with people that are meaningful instead of just like a bystander friend that's going to like just use you for their own purpose? Do you want to travel to places that you never would be able to go to if you didn't visualize these things into your life? Do you want to be able to see places you wouldn't be able to afford to see? Do you want to be a part of something bigger and be able to experience something like this beautiful place right here? Before this opportunity, I literally had not left the United States. And I really hadn't left much of the Southeast United States. Since doing this in the past 2 years, I've traveled more in the past 2 years than I have in my entire life. And it's been absolutely amazing. Do you want to walk across stage, build a premier team, get recognized for everything that you do, the hard work you put in every single day? Do you visualize that? Is that your vision? Is that your purpose? Is that what you want for your life? It wasn't necessarily mine, but I can guarantee you, working as a teacher for 10 years and getting very, very little recognition for all the busting ass I did, all the time I put into these students, all the time I gave to after school programs, and all the sacrifice I made for my own family to give to other kids and to get zero recognition for that. To come into this opportunity and now I'm getting recognized like it's nobody's business. I mean, every single month, Beachbody's sending recognition for Success Club. Every single month, they're sending out, a congratulations email, good job email. Here, you can do this or you can do that. Do you want that to be a part of your life? Do you feel unappreciated in your career? Do you feel unappreciated in what you do each day or the purpose you have? Do you want to buy your dream home? Do you want to buy a bigger house that your family can be comfortable in? Do you want to quit your 9-to-5 job? Do you want to leave something where someone's telling you exactly what to do every day and you have no freedom in it. I'm not going to call out the coach, but there's a coach on this team that literally has had opportunities to do something, and she literally was told, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do what you want to do. You cannot do what you're passionate about because you're obligated to this. Or I'm making you go here, or I'm making you do this. And maybe that's not your situation. Maybe you love your job and that this wouldn't be your vision. That's okay too. Not everybody wants to quit their full-time job and be a good Beachbody coach. You can be a great coach and love your job and never want to leave your job. Or you may love your job and eventually, leave it just because you love coaching more. That's completely up to you. You don't have to have that be a part of your vision, but maybe it is. And if it is something you want to do, it's very obtainable if you just put it into your vision. Do you want to work from home in your PJs, making your own schedule? Do you want to not have to get up at 5 a.m. to report to somebody else and build their dream? Or make them rich while you're trading your hours for a paycheck? Vision, how do you feel or what do you see? If it's a dream car, I want you to sit and think about it and visualize that dream car. What does it smell like? Who's riding with you? What does the steering wheel feel like? Like, feel your vision. Feel it. Know it. Feel like what you would feel like if that happened. If it's a house, what does the house look like? How does it feel when you walk in? What does it smell like? How would you decorate it? Like, visualize these things to almost to where they feel real to you. If it's a house, if it's a quitting your job, how would you spend your day? What would you do every day if you got to quit your job that you hate? How will it feel when you're sharing your life to inspire others? How will it feel if someone contacts you and says, you saved my life, I'm off blood pressure medication. You saved my life, I no longer have to do this, that, or the other. You saved my life, I left a marriage where I was getting physically abused. Whatever it is, how would you feel about that? Charity, if you want to give to charity, if you want to get to a point where you're so financially free that you can give to other people, you can give to charities, or you can help people, or you can share this opportunity with people and get them to feel these things. If that's what drives you, is really, truly helping other people, what could you do, or what's your vision of once you get to a space where you could really help people? Who do you want to become? Do your peers see you for who you want to be right now? So think about who you want to be, whether it be a physical, mental, spiritual, giving, forgiving, forgetting. Who you want to be, do your peers see you as that right this second? Like, if you ask somebody, either your best friend or someone that just sees you on social media, how does that person see you right now? What do they think about you? Are you the person someone thinks of when they want to get help with health and fitness? If you're a new coach, obviously probably not. And we understand that. You're not at that space yet. But if you've been doing this a little while, when someone thinks, oh my God, I need to lose weight, or oh my God, I just drank and ate way too much at July 4th, I've got to do something. Are you somebody that pops in that person's head? Have you built yourself to be who you want to become? Are you striving to be that person? If you're just starting your transformation journey, or you're just beginning to come into some personal development and getting to be a better person, do you see yourself making steps to become the person you want to be? Or if you step back and you have this vision and you don't see yourself in it at all, you don't see yourself striving for it at all. Are you being consistent with your own health journey? Are you working out? Are you drinking your Shakeology? Are you doing your personal development? Are you making action steps for your vision? Or are you just having a vision and sitting back and just hoping it comes? Are you constantly in a state of personal growth to the next level of growing in who you want to become? Because I can tell you right now, I'm far from the person I visualize myself to be. So far. But I'm working my ass off every single day to be that person. I visualize who I want to become every day. Achieving your vision. When you're focused on what you are not getting, you could be missing out on a huge opportunity to focus on what you could be giving. Giving value is key. So if you're sitting there and thinking, I'm not hitting Success Club, no one's saying yes to me, I'm not building this business, I'm not losing the 10 pounds, I'm not this, I'm not getting that, You're taking so much energy space, and that's what you're attracting yourself, instead of taking time and saying, okay, I'm not hitting Success Club. What am I not giving enough of? What value am I not showing somebody else to want to join me? Because I can guarantee you, if you're giving value to someone every single day and you're giving to other people, there's no way you're not going to build this business. There's not. People want value. And if you give them value and you give them a little nugget that helps them to lose 5 pounds or to get started on their journey or get motivated to stop being depressed, you give value to that person, you're going to be who they come to. If you're the one on their social media that they see being motivational and inspirational, you're going to be the person they come to. Not someone over here who maybe posts something inspirational once every 2 weeks, or posts a workout selfie and then you don't see them forever. Or somebody who signs 3 challenge packs, joins a challenge group, and then they're off in, la la land. You have a vision. You got to put action steps to get the vision. What do you want your life to look like? How can coaching help you achieve your vision for your life? Every single person on this call has a different vision for what they want. There may be some similarities. There may be some kind of circumstances that may be the same. You may relate with my story, or you may relate with another coach's story on this team. But no matter what, everyone should have a vision for your life. If you don't have a vision for your life, what are you doing? Why are you here? You have to find that vision for yourself. And once you have a clear vision of what you want, then you can start thinking about that and becoming the person you need to be with the action steps behind it to create that vision. Something really crazy I'm going to tell you about. And this freaked me out beyond freaked me out. I made a dream board when I started as a coach. Okay, I'm actually going to show you this. Okay, so you can kind of see it. So there's like this dream board. I have tons of different things on it. So I read this personal development book, and it said make a dream board and put it somewhere in your office that you look at it from time to time. So I made this dream board, cut out everything I wanted, forgot about it, really. I hung in my office in my old house for a little bit, but then it got taken down, so we put another board up. And anyways, it got in a box. We packed, we moved. I hadn't seen it in forever. So I'm sitting here, and I have been trying to figure out, okay, which way, how can I really give to people? What's my stance? What are my 3 main things I really want? What's my purpose? What do I want to do? And so I've been thinking about that. And I wrote out this thing of exactly what I want my website to consist of and what I want people to be able to come to me and say, she offers this. This is what she can give to me. This is the value I can get. When I go to Jocelyn, I know this is what I'm going to get. So I wrote that out, just me and Jim talking about it. And I was like, I don't know. I went back and forth, went all this crazy stuff and did all this stuff. So did that, put it away. This was probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago. Well, then I had been battling whether to quit my job or not. So for those of you who don't know, I recently, just a week ago, fired my boss, which is like super exciting, to do coaching full time. But it was a struggle for me. It was a struggle because that was 10 years of my life. It was a struggle because I was like, is this the right timing? I went through all these emotions with it. I came in my office where, if I could show you right now, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. And we started unpacking some things, like how we got to get this office together. I mean, how are we going to run a business when we like this cluster mess? And Jim opens a box and he sits this dream board on my table. We go about our business. The night before I was going to go fire my boss, I had a serious mental breakdown. I was like, oh my God, this is 10 years of my life. What am I doing? Oh my God. I was freaking out. And I came into this office, like was in bed, literally in bed, started freaking out, started having an anxiety attack. I was like, oh crap, I can't do this. What am I doing? What am I going to do? Oh my God, I don't know. And so I was freaking out, literally got up out of the bed. Don't know what brought me here. Don't know what brought me here besides just a pure feeling. It just brought me to this office. I mean, it's 11:30 at night. I come in here, I turn on the light, I come sit at this desk, and I'm just sitting here. And I'm crying, and I'm like, having an anxiety attack. And then I look at this board. And like I got chill bumps all over my body right now. I look at this board, and this quote right here stares me like right dead in the face. I'm going to read you this quote that I put on my dream board for my vision 2 years ago. Okay. It says, sometimes deciding to quit something is the most remarkably bold and courageous thing you can do. If it's not right for you, if it's zapping your spirit and not part of your ideal vision for your future, then it's something to quit, and to quit very soon. And in that moment, I felt it. I knew I had to do it. It was like the universe was saying, look, this is your vision. This is what you want for your life. This is what you're going for. What do and I became at peace with the decision I was making. The next day, so I went and I fired my boss, and I came home, and the next day I'm on the phone with my mom. And I'm like, you're not going to believe this. Like last night I had this meltdown. I was like freaking out. I came to my office and I saw my dream board. It was just sitting there. Like I don't even remember putting that quote on there. And so I was like, I'm going to read it to you. So I came back to my office and I started reading her this quote, and then boom, something else flashed in front of my eyes off this dream board. And it is this little sucker right here. So I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Right here. It is a street sign. Okay, so it's got a street going one way, street going another way, and a street going forward. And I looked at it and I'm like, holy shit. I told my mom, I said, this street sign has wealth going one way, health going another way, and happiness going forward. This is literally what I had written down and mapped out with Jim about what my whole website and brand was going to be. I wanted to provide happiness, health, and wealth to other people because that's what I've experienced in the past 2 years as a coach. And I put that on my dream board 2 years ago, and that's exactly what I wrote down that was going to be the 3 main titles of my website. And I didn't remember putting this on here. Like, I can't even tell you. But 2 years ago, I had a vision in my mind and in my heart. I had a vision for myself of what I wanted. And to see it all coming true and to feel it and to know that for the past 2 years, I kept that vision and sacrificing time with my daughter, cutting out my bachelorette TV shows, doing things to build this business because I had that vision that I didn't lose track of. And if you don't have a vision, you won't stick around. I've been here for 2 years. I've lost tons of coaches that were diamond, coaches that were almost 2-star diamond, flat out lost them They're not here right now. But guess what? They also aren't able to quit their job. They aren't buying a new house. They didn't pay off $30,000 of debt. They haven't helped over 500 people change their life. And they're still bitching about how their life sucks. So if you don't have a vision to pull you through when this space feels like sacrifice, when this space feels like it's hard, when it feels like you're not supposed to be doing this, when it feels like it's not right, when it feels like you can't change your life, if you don't have a vision to pull you out of that, you won't make it. So I encourage you with all my being to figure out what your vision is for your life. What your vision is going to pull you through when times get hard as a coach. What your vision is that you're going to put on that dream board that in 2 years from now, you're going to achieve. Number 2, thinking your challengers can't afford you. I feel like this is the number one blocker as a coach in achieving your vision. I hear so often, no one will buy the challenge. It's too expensive. No one wants to spend this money. Everybody's telling me no because of money. Okay. When you start telling yourself that and you say, no one's gonna buy this. It's too much money. No one doesn't want this. I can't do this because I can't get anybody to buy it. Okay. You're telling yourself that, first of all, so you're affecting your vision. But 2, think to yourself, what does it really cost your potential challenger not to work with you, not to get a challenge pack for you to be their coach? You help your challengers to significantly improve their health and happiness. Your potential challenger mentions that she's experiencing high levels of stress. She's unhappy in her home life. She has low confidence, possible disease, obesity, and major health problems. What's the real cost to her? She's consistently unhappy and unfulfilled. As a result, she will suffer from long-term health problems, won't be able to have an active lifestyle, play with her children, be able to work. All this causes detrimental effect on her family and her finances, 2 of the most important drivers in people's life. Ask yourself, what will it cost her not to work with you? What is she sacrificing when she says it's too much money? And how are you going to get that person, or how are you going to have so much conviction and passion about what you do as a coach and what this program has to offer people? You ask yourself, what will it cost her not to work with you? And have that vision. If people are saying it's too expensive, it's just an excuse. Unless they really are having like crazy difficult financial times. But I have to tell you, I was $30,000 in debt, in the red every single month, couldn't pay my bills, and I invested in this by going around my house and selling something on a yard sale site. People can afford it if they want to make a change, and people can afford it, or they're going to be spending money on their health in the long run, doing all these other things. So give value to what you offer. Give passion to what this provides people. If you don't have passion and you don't have a full belief that it's worth $140 for them to completely change their life, you're not going to be able to convince people to pay it because you don't believe it. So think about the vision you have. Is it worth $140 to achieve those things that you want for your life? Is it worth $140 to be completely out of health harm and to be able to quit that job or to be able to afford that car? What vision do you have? Is it worth it? Are you passionate enough when you talk to other people about the price that it's well worth that money for what they're going to get when they join you as their coach? And number 3, steer away from only offering this opportunity as a discount coach. This was an epiphany for me in the past 2 weeks, because I look at what this opportunity has provided for me in my life, and you've seen some of that in this presentation. If I only offer someone the discount on Shakeology, or if I think about when I approach someone with a coaching opportunity that I'm offering them a discount, and that's simply what I'm saying, and I'm not offering this opportunity as more than just a discount, guess what type of coach you're going to attract? You're going to attract discount coaches, because that is the emphasis you're putting on this opportunity. You're saying that, you know what? You changing your health, you completely transforming your life financially, it's really not that great of an opportunity. It's really not worth the $140 that you're paying. It's really not. So if you really want a discount, please, if you want to stay with me or be on my team and you want a discount, there's an opportunity for you. No, F that. There's an opportunity that's like far beyond a discount. Yes. Is everyone made to be a coach? No. Is there people that really need to save the money and they're probably just not going to be a coach? Yeah. I mean, I have, a 65-year-old woman who's on Shakeology that is a discount coach on my team. Does she want to build a business? Probably not. Could she? Yeah, I mean, she probably could. But she definitely has told me that that's no way in her plan. So I'm, okay, fine. But don't lead only with a discount coach. You're discrediting what this opportunity can provide you and the vision you have for yourself in your life. What does this opportunity really give your potential coach? You help your coaches to significantly improve their health and finances. Your potential coach mentioned she experiencing high levels of stress, unhappy home life, low income, never travels, is in debt, hates her job, etc. You're just going to offer the discount? The real opportunity for her is your vision, her vision for her life. That's this opportunity. It allows you to achieve your vision for your entire life. This person is consistently unhappy, unfulfilled. As a result, she'll suffer from long-term health problems, misery, away from her children, working her ass off, unhappy, unable to experience life and live true to herself. All these causes detrimental effect on her mental and physical being, her family, and her life experiences. Are you just going to offer her a discount? Ask yourself, what about this opportunity would not be a reason to present the opportunity as a working coach, as someone who does something with this far beyond getting a $25 to $30 discount each month on saving their health? Do you think that they just need a discount? Some people do. Don't get me wrong. Discount coaches, they're great. You want to continue to help them. They love Shakeology. They want to save money. That's great. You're going to have them. You're going to have those people, and you appreciate them. But don't lead every single conversation when you talk about this opportunity with, oh, you get a discount on Shakeology. You want to be a coach? And that be the only verbiage you use for this opportunity. That's not going to reach your vision for what you have for your own life. That's not going to truly help that person for their vision in their life. So, with all that being said, we got 2 things coming up on this team I'm super excited about. We're going to do a coach blitz. My whole goal for the rest of July and August is to help you to present the coaching opportunity as more than just discount, to build your teams, to start helping you achieve your vision. So we're going to do 2 things. The first thing is I want you to, it can be on a piece of paper, you can type it, you can make yourself a little dream board, however you want to do it. But I want you to really sit down and visualize what you want for your life. It doesn't have to be just in direct with Beachbody coaching, but just in general, what do you visualize and you want for your life? It can be anything. Money's not an option. The sky's the limit. What do you visualize for your life? What would you want in your life? So that's one. And we're going to share those in our coach group. And I'm going to write up or I'm going to, take a smaller version of my dream board and add a few things. But what do you visualize? What do you want for your life? So that's one. We're going to do that in our coach group. I really want to see what your vision is for your life, what you want to achieve, why you're doing this, but more so your vision for this. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have a little friendly, competitive competition on our team. It's going to be a coach blitz. So you're going to get this sheet. It's a bubble sheet. And every time you share the coaching opportunity as more than just a discount coach, I'll let you mark it if it's a discount coach. But I want you to share as more than a discount coach. So anytime you share the coaching opportunity, you are going to put a check mark into one of these circles. If you invite 10 people to our coaching webinar, then you can mark off 10 circles. If you sign a coach, so they become a coach on your team, you're going to highlight the circle. We're going to give a prize for the person who has the most checks, and we're going to give a prize to the person who has the most highlights by the end of August. And these prizes are going to be badass. I'm not telling you what they are yet. I'm going to announce them in the coach group because I want people to have the opportunity to watch this replay. But it's going to be worth going for. So, 2 things. Create your vision, write it down, cut out magazines, print off pictures from the internet, whatever you got to do. Visualize what you want for your life and share it in the coach group. 2, I'm going to put this bubble sheet, print it off. Checks means you've shared the coaching opportunity. Highlights means someone has joined your team. We're giving 2 prizes at the end of August. 1 for the most checks, 1 for the most highlights. Okay? The goal on that bubble sheet is 100 people. So you're going to share the opportunity with at least 100 people from now until the end of August. Whether it be your challengers, people that you feel like would be an amazing addition to your team. And in doing this, every time you go to share this opportunity, I want you to have your vision. So this is the first step. You got to have your vision first. So get your vision together. I want you to have your vision in your mind. I want you to think about what this opportunity can provide for the person you're talking to outside of the discount on Shakeology, which is awesome in itself. What counts? One-on-one conversations about the coaching opportunity, sharing the coaching webinar, using scripts from our group to share about the coaching opportunity. Any of those count as a check. How many people you invite to a coaching opportunity webinar live, which I'm going to run when I get back from Summit? That also counts as a check if they attend. Not if you just invite them. They have to attend the webinar to count. We'll have a prize for the coach who signs the most coaches. That'll be the best prize. Second best prize is how many checks. Okay, so that is the conclusion of our team call tonight. I'm kind of excited. Like I got this under 40. This is 40 minutes, right? Well, no, it's not. It's over an hour. Crap. Those of you who know me well, and that means that I like to talk. So those of you who are new, I usually try and keep these at an hour, but obviously I kind of suck at that sometimes. So
it never works.
It never works. Okay, I'm only 10 minutes over. I looked at it, I'm like, dang. I was thinking it was, we normally start at 9. So I'm like, yes, 40 minutes. No. If you're a new coach and you haven't taken the gym test yet, please do so, and you'll understand when I say I'm a sapphire and I like to talk, and that's just how it goes. So, I am so glad that y'all attended tonight, and I hope that you at least took away something that can help you to make it happen in your business. It really does start with a vision, and if you don't have it, for your life, not just coaching, but for your life. If you don't have a vision, and you don't put action towards that vision, you're just going to continue to live the same life. So I encourage you to participate and make your vision board and participate in our Coach Blitz. Even if you share the coaching opportunity 10 times, just participate. You're going to get used to it. It's going to feel more natural to you the more you do it. So like maybe the first couple of times you feel kind of awkward or you don't really know what to say, but as you do it more, and by the time you've done it 100 times, you're going to be a master. And then there's nothing stopping you from sharing the coaching opportunity and what this can do for other people. So thank y'all for being here. I'm so blessed by each and every one of you on this team. I literally could not do this without y'all. You inspire me and motivate me every day. And let's kick ass. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. So, comment in the coach group. If anybody wasn't on the call tonight that is your coach, get them to listen to the replay so that they can join us in these amazing things coming up on our team. I want you to visualize so big that like every single one of you are walking across stage with me at Summit and rock. I tell you, like a little part of my why now is I want my coaches to be living out their vision. Like that's my vision right now is I want to see each and every one of you like conquering your vision. Like that would just like fire me up. So have a great week. Please reach out to me if you need anything. And I look forward to doing these 2 things with you. So I can't wait to see your visions. I love y'all. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Does anybody have anything to say? I don't like to just like say bye. I mean, if you want to say something. Does anybody have anything to add? Want to say anything? Throw anything out there? Hallelujah, amen. Okay, maybe it's just me. All right, y'all have a great week. Love you. See you soon. Bye-bye. Sorry I kept you over an hour.